Let's be honest, the word budget is one of the most soul-crushing words in the English language. Just hearing it probably makes you feel a little bit tense. It brings up images of complicated spreadsheets, tedious data entry, and the soul-crushing guilt of realizing you spent $12 on a coffee that wasn't in your approved spending category. You've probably tried it before. You download an app, or you open a spreadsheet with the best of intentions. For the first week, you're a financial genius. You track every single penny. You categorize every transaction. You feel in control. But then life happens. You get busy. You forget to log one purchase, then another. The spreadsheet gets out of date. The app sends you judgmental notifications. Soon, the whole system feels less like a tool for freedom and more like a nagging parent, constantly reminding you of your failures. Eventually, you just give up. You decide that budgeting is for accountants and super-organized robots, not for normal human beings. You tell yourself, I'm just not good with money, and you accept a life of vague financial anxiety, where you just hope there's enough money in your account at the end of the month. But what if I told you the problem isn't you? What if the problem is the budget itself? The entire traditional method of budgeting is fundamentally broken for the way most human brains work. It's a system designed for restriction, not for freedom. The traditional budget is built on a painful, backward premise. Track all of your spending first, and then, at the end of the month, hope that there's something left over to save. It forces you to make dozens of tiny, stressful financial decisions every single day. Can I afford this coffee? Is this lunch too expensive? Should I buy this shirt? Every purchase is accompanied by a little whisper of guilt. It's exhausting. It's like trying to lose weight by writing down every single calorie you eat. It works for a few people, but for most of us, it leads to burnout. But there is a better way. A way to hit all of your financial goals without ever having to track the price of a coffee again. It's a system so simple it feels like cheating. It's often called the reverse budget, or the pay yourself first method. But I like to call it the anti-budget, because it's designed for people who hate budgeting. So, what is this magic solution? It's this. Instead of tracking what you spend, you only track what you save. You automate your savings, and then you are free to spend the rest of your money, guilt-free, on whatever you want. That's it. That's the entire system. Think of it like this. A traditional budget is like a strict diet. It gives you a long list of things you can't have, and you spend all day resisting temptation. The anti-budget is like filling your plate with the healthy, important stuff first, the protein, the vegetables. You make sure you get the good stuff in, and then you're free to enjoy the rest of your meal without feeling guilty. You prioritize what's important, and the rest takes care of itself. The reason this system works is that it aligns with human psychology instead of fighting against it. It removes the two biggest enemies of good financial habits, decision fatigue and guilt. You make one or two big decisions at the beginning of the month, and then you're done. The rest of your spending is pre-approved. This system guarantees your financial success because it flips the script. Traditional budgeting says, spend, and then save what's left. The anti-budget says, save, and then spend what's left. One is a hope, the other is a plan. One makes savings an afterthought, the other makes it a priority. And because it's automated, it works even when you're lazy, even when you're busy, and even when you lack willpower. It puts your financial goals on autopilot. So, how do you set this up? You can do this in the next 30 minutes. It takes 3 simple, baby steps. Step 1. Find your one number. This is the only bit of math you'll have to do, and it's easy. You need to figure out the total amount of money that needs to leave your checking account automatically every month. This number is made of 2 parts. First, your fixed costs. This is the boring stuff. Your rent or mortgage, your car payment, your student loans, your utility bills. Things that are roughly the same every month. Add them up. Second, your savings goals. This is the important part. A good rule of thumb is the 50-30-20 rule, which suggests that 20% of your take-home pay should go towards savings and investments. If you're just starting, maybe you aim for 10% or even 5%. The number doesn't matter as much as the habit. Pick a percentage you're comfortable with. Now, add your fixed costs and your savings goal together. That total is your one number. That is the amount of money that you are going to automate. Step 2. Automate everything. Now you're going to set up a series of automatic transfers that move your one number out of your checking account on the day you get paid. First, set up automatic bill pay for all of your fixed costs. Your rent, your car payment, your phone bill, automate them so they get paid without you ever having to think about it. Next, and this is the most crucial part, set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to a separate savings or investment account. This is you paying your future self. That 20%, or whatever you chose, gets moved automatically the moment you get paid. This money is now off limits. It doesn't exist for your daily spending. Step 3. Embrace guilt-free spending. Now, look at what's left in your checking account after all those automatic transfers have gone through. That remaining amount is your guilt-free spending number. This is your money for the rest of the month for everything else. Groceries, gas, entertainment, coffees, clothes, whatever you want. And here's the beautiful part. You do not have to track it. You can spend it on anything you like, without a shred of guilt, because you know that all the important stuff, your bills, your savings, your future, has already been taken care of. Your only job is to not let your bank account hit zero before your next paycheck. If you have money left over at the end of the month, great. You can roll it over or move it to savings. If you run out, you simply wait. That's it. You have now built a system that makes saving effortless and spending joyful. This isn't about restriction. It's about intention. It's about deciding what your priorities are, taking care of them first, and then freeing yourself from the constant, low-level anxiety of financial micromanagement. Budgeting doesn't have to be a word that makes you feel guilty or overwhelmed. It can be a tool that gives you permission to enjoy the money you work so hard to earn. It's about creating a system that serves you, not the other way around. You don't need a complicated spreadsheet to build a better future. You just need one number, one automatic transfer, and the permission to finally enjoy the rest.